So aren't you afraid of getting breast cancer? That's the first question a lot of people ask me when I tell them that I'm taking estrogen for my menopause symptoms. I'm on hormone replacement therapy. I wear a bioidentical estradiol patch and I take progesterone every night. And I tell them no, even though I have a family history of breast cancer. My mother was a breast cancer survivor. I'm not afraid of taking it, and I'll tell you why, because I've done my research and I want to share a little bit of that research with you in hopes that I inspire you if you're looking to see if estrogen is right for you to do your research as well. So what happened is back in 2002, there was a study done by the Women's Health Initiative, WHI, and it took about 16,000 women who were all over the age of 60. I think the average age was 63, and gave them estrogen and progesterone and studied them. And what they found was an uptick in heart disease, breast cancer, and dementia. What wasn't accounted for was that these women were 10 years post-menopause. Like, in your 60s, if you're not doing things that are preventative, those things are going to start springing up. But they said that it was from taking these synthetic forms of estrogen and progesterone. So they stopped the study early, which was also flawed because they should have continued the study through. And they said, nope, this is what causes it. Closed the books, got the government to put a black box label on everything. And for 20 years, nothing happened. A whole generation of women was denied estrogen, and a whole group of doctors stopped any kind of learning, if there was any learning up to date anyways on that, about estrogen and the effects on women. Tides have started changing, and so a number of years ago, I would say like 3 or 4 years ago, things started to pick up researching estrogen again, and they're finding that it is actually protective of breasts, of heart, and of your mind. Definitely not every woman can take estrogen. I know that. There are different health conditions that women have that preclude them from taking estrogen, but for the most part, this black box warning that has scared a generation of women is incorrect. In fact, the people who did the study, the researchers said that that study that they did does not pertain to women in perimenopause and menopause who are starting their HRT journey. So what is the reason for this? I'm on bioidentical estrogen and still the warning is there. So there was a great FDA panel done last week, and there was a number of doctors and researchers in the women's health field asking the federal government to please reconsider the black box warning, because there's been so much research coming out about how helpful estrogen can be to women's bodies as they age. So that's the reason that I'm not afraid to be on HRT. I've done my research. I've made sure that I'm healthy. I go for 2 mammograms a year, just to make sure. That's something I want to do, but I find that the benefits of estrogen in my body are far outweighing any of the risks that I can find that are based on studies that were done correctly. So stay tuned to this space. I'll update as I get information in, but I'm just asking, if you're looking for help in dealing with your menopause symptoms, if you're thinking about estrogen but you're afraid, do your research. I'll put some great links in the caption down below, in the description down below, of doctors that I follow and where I started my learning journey. But I would just ask to have an open mind. This study was small, it was flawed, and even their researchers say so. I will stay informed and up to date and inform you on all that I find out. So if this has been helpful, feel free to give me a like and share with anybody that you know that could find this useful, and feel free to follow, and I'll give you updates as they come along.